What's up guys, this is the NJB here, and today I'm making a video on Black Ops 4. So once again, it's been a while since I've made a video, so sorry about that. My laptop's getting repaired, and I was in another country for like the last 2 weeks. So I'm gonna try and be more consistent with videos like from now on. College is coming up soon, my next semester, so I'm gonna try and do videos throughout that. But yeah, so now that I've kind of talked about that, let me just try and talk about what I've been thinking. So I want to make this video on Black Ops 4 because I feel like the time to kill in this game, it's, at first I was like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, and I can kind of deal with it. But over time, it's just something that's like ever present. It's not something you can truly get used to because it throws out that kind of consistency we've had in Call of Duty since the beginning, and it just makes the game a bit frustrating, and it keeps putting you through situations where you know you should have won a gunfight or you should have been better. Like if it was another Call of Duty, you would have been better in that situation, but in this game it's not the case. So I'm going to kind of talk about kind of my opinion on some things that I think ruin the time to kill, and a lot of things that kind of just break the game in terms of like OP weapons, in my opinion. So let's get right into it. So first of all, let me talk about the time to kill, because I think that for the most part, all the main problems with this game, they kind of center around the time to kill. There are also specialists that really break the game, and no matter how skillful you are, if someone's using a specialist, whether they're skilled or not, it's gonna affect you. But I think, at least with gun-to-gun action, the time to kill is really an ever-present problem. So first of all, you have 150 health, and at first, as I said, I was okay with it. I thought it was like, okay, I can get used to it, it's not that bad. Then some things that I thought would happen did happen. So the first thing I was thinking, I was like, if this game's gonna have a high time to kill, that means, because in general in Call of Duty, people usually gravitate to the guns with a lot of damage, fast fire rate, and lowest recoil. Like in previous Call of Duties, let's say Treyarch games, a lot of people gravitate toward the SMGs, the ones with like fast time to kills, the Vesper in Black Ops 3, the VMP in Black Ops 3. People also like the Man of War. I mean, a lot of people just gravitate to guns that they just have like a decent fire rate and kind of lowish recoil. And for assault, for submachine guns, it's kind of similar, but you kind of want a fast fire rate where you can just spray a lot of bullets in the direction, and even though you're not hitting all of them, there's enough bullets traveling to cause enough damage to kill people. Now in Black Ops 4, this problem is pretty much bigger because of the time to kill, and that creates a huge difference between like the normal guns and then the OP guns, like the Maddox, the Vapor, the Spitfire, the SOG, the Titan, and just a few other guns, and pretty much all snipers, or the main snipers. These guns, no matter which, if you're using a gun that isn't one of the like top guns in the game, no matter how good you are, if there's like two players on the other team using them, you're gonna have a hard time. I mean, if you spray someone with the Cordite, some guy with the Maddox or a Spitfire can turn around and just melt you instantly, and that happens to me a lot. And I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, so maybe it's just me, or maybe it's just like my experience or my skill level, probably. But to me, that happens a lot, and to me, I just don't think it's like that fair. I mean, there hasn't been a Call of Duty where I've been playing a lot and I've been pretty good at. I mean, I'm not the best. My KD is like over 2, so I'm not the best player, but I'm not a Timmy. So there hasn't been a Call of Duty in recent memory that I've been losing a lot of gunfights and I've been having a hard time, and I've in my head I thought like this is because like I'm having a bad day, or I'm just haven't played in a while. I mean, I wasn't playing for almost like 2 weeks as I was in another country, but there hasn't been a Call of Duty where I've been thinking like, okay, I'm losing because just the guns are unbalanced or because of other factors in the game. And the time to kill, in my opinion, the time to kill is way too high, and because of the overpowered weapons, it just creates a big difference when you're playing. I mean, no matter how skillful you are, no matter which weapon you're using, if you're going against people using like the Maddox Spitfire, like you're gonna lose. I mean, there's just so many times where I get shots on someone first and they just turn around and I'm dead. Like my health was 150. Their health was lower just because I was shooting at them first, but I just turn around and they turn around and I'm dead. And I thought this was mainly a multiplayer issue. For me, originally, I thought the Blackout, the time to kill, I thought it wasn't good for multiplayer, but it actually fit into Blackout kind of well. And part of me still feels that way, with the exception of, you know, like level 3 armor and the different armor systems. But yesterday, I was playing, and in Blackout, I died. Like, I played multiple matches of Blackout before I was like, okay, I'm a bit tired of the game, let me just take a break. I played probably around, I don't know, maybe like 15 matches. And I was killed in different scenarios. I think one time I was killed just because some guy threw like a concussion at me, which I'm kind of frustrated about. But every other time I was killed by one weapon, and it's the Spitfire. In my opinion, I think the Spitfire needs a nerf for Blackout. I mean, in multiplayer, it needs a nerf too, honestly. I mean, it's too good. And like either the Spitfire needs a nerf or all the other weapons need a buff. And not like the Maddox or Vapor or the Titan. Like those weapons don't need a buff. Like all the other weapons in the game. But I think in Blackout, the Spitfire is just too good. I mean, I was shooting at this guy first. I mean, we were in a pretty even gunfight and he just destroyed me. And I just don't recall in other Call of Duties. Like, I know SMGs are supposed to be dominant up close, but in a game with like a high time to kill, the Spitfire doesn't even feel like it's affected by the time to kill at all. It feels like I'm using the Scorpion from Black Ops 2. And I just don't think it should be that way. I mean, it just creates like an environment where you're not winning by skill. I mean, I know Battle Royales, like for Blackout at least, Battle Royales, it's not really, like when you win it, technically you can argue that a player who got like 20 kills but was like 5th place is probably still better than the guy who camped the whole game and got 1 kill at the end and won the game. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, that's just how I see it. But still, I feel like it's not fair because not everyone's going to find a Spitfire during the match. And if that's all people are using to win, then it's just a bit unbalanced. So that's kind of where I'm at with Blackout. So also, one more thing I need to bring up is that before the game came out, I don't know if I said it in a video or not, but I know I definitely said it to my friends. Snipers in Black Ops 4, I knew that snipers were going to be a problem because, first of all, with an increased time to kill, there's no way anyone's going to use a sniper if it takes more than 2 shots to kill. Or actually, if it takes more than 1 shot to kill if you aim above the waist or in the chest area or the head. No one's going to use a sniper if that's the case. So, of course, snipers have to be 1 shot if you're good with your aim, assuming you know how to use it. So, it creates this kind of weird environment in multiplayer where snipers, I mean, you can start shooting at them, but because they have this 1-shot kill weapon, it can take probably twice as long to kill them compared to other Call of Duties, yet for them it's exactly the same. So technically this game should be easier for snipers, and in many cases it is. In the multiplayer, sometimes it takes too long to kill them. You end up having to reload because you just kill someone else and then you start shooting at a sniper. You waste the ammo because they're moving around, they whip out their pistol and kill you. I mean, it's kind of annoying and it's just a problem in the game. So the sniper one, it's not really a huge problem to me. I mean, it's an annoyance, but to be honest, I feel like Treyarch games probably have the most annoying things in the game that are just like content in the game and more like features in it. But yeah, that's basically what I have to say about that. For snipers, it's not a huge deal, but for me, DOP weapons, Maddox, Spitfire, Vapor, just kind of those guns, like the Titan as well. I mean, I just don't know what Treyarch was going for. They said the higher time to kill gives them more flexibility. In my opinion, that's dumb. I think it's just they wanted to try something new, but honestly, I hope we don't see it again in Call of Duty. If it's gonna be in Treyarch games, okay, that can be Treyarch's thing, because generally they do have like a higher time to kill in like Black Ops games compared to like Infinity Ward games. I guess Sledgehammer's kind of in the middle, I guess. They've only made like 2 CODs, so there's that. But either way, that's kind of my opinions. To summarize my whole video, I'm basically saying that the time to kill in this game is too high. Everyone gravitates to the OP weapons, and there are always like some dumb attachments too that I didn't talk about, but there are also some dumb stuff too, like operator mods. I mean, that one for the pistol that gives people like headshots or whatnot, like automatic headshots. That one's dumb. Basically, the incendiary rounds that we had in World War II, I didn't even know that was in the game until like a month after the game when I got killed by it, and I went on YouTube and looked it up, and I was like, wow. Treyarch would put that in there. Strobe light, the Cordites, like pretty much unlimited ammo, like all this stuff. I honestly don't know what Treyarch was going for. I feel like Infinity Ward tries to keep it more realistic in terms of like gun-to-gun action, not in terms of like futurism and whatnot, but gun-to-gun action. I feel like they keep it like 100. They keep it like pretty good, but Treyarch is always on something else. Like they're always putting random stuff in the game that just gets you mad. So yeah. So I could talk about specialists in another video, but I feel like that in itself is like a completely different topic because they're horrible, and I hope they're never in Call of Duty again. But who knows? And World War II didn't have it, so maybe Infinity Ward won't put it in their next game. But even if they're on the next game, I just hope it's not something that's like too game breaking like it is in this game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's been NJB. Basically, I'm saying that time to kill is too much, and certain weapons break the game when people use them, and it creates just an unfair environment. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and if you want me to talk about anything else in Black Ops 4 that I may be feeling, or that you felt that you can talk about, put it in the comments, and we'll see about it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, mates.